Imagine being able to sit down, lock in, and get more done in 2 hours than most people do in a full day. No distractions, no wandering thoughts, just pure, relentless focus. Sounds like magic, right? But what if I told you that focus isn't just a skill? It's a weapon. And when you train it right, it can feel like a superpower. In this video, we're not going to talk about generic focus tips like turn off your phone or get more sleep. We're going deeper. We're going to reveal the hidden traps that keep you scattered, the primal instincts that sabotage your focus, and the future-proof techniques that can make distractions disappear. And stay with me, because in about 60 seconds, I'm going to share the one exercise that rewired my brain to focus for hours. And it all starts with just 5 minutes a day. Let's get into it. The real reason you can't focus. You think distractions are the problem? The constant pings, the never-ending scroll, the flood of notifications. But here's the truth. Distractions aren't the enemy. Your mind is. Every time you jump from one app to another, your brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine. And it's addictive. Your brain learns to crave the next notification, the next text, the next swipe. It's like training a dog to respond to every little sound instead of staying focused on its task. The result? You become addicted to distraction, a mind constantly searching for the next quick hit of dopamine. Here's the kicker. The more you give in to those distractions, the weaker your focus gets. Think about it. You're teaching your brain to crave novelty over depth. You're conditioning it to jump from one thing to another, never fully locking in. Action step. For the next 24 hours, practice the dopamine detox. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Limit social media to 2 10-minute windows. Set a 30-minute timer and focus on one single task. Notice how uncomfortable it feels. That discomfort, that's your brain withdrawing from its addiction to distractions. And that's where the real work begins. Why your brain is wired to chase shiny objects. Focus is a superpower, but distraction is primal survival instinct. In ancient times, our ancestors had to be hyper-aware of their surroundings. A rustle in the bushes could mean a predator. A sudden noise could signal danger. So, your brain is wired to scan for novelty, to stay alert to anything new or unexpected. It's the reason you can't ignore that ping from your phone or that new email notification. Your brain still thinks every new stimulus is a potential threat. But here's the paradox. In a world overloaded with stimuli, your mind is overwhelmed with false alarms. You're treating every text like it's urgent, every email like it's life or death, every notification like it's a threat. And your focus? It's being torn apart piece by piece, until you can't even concentrate for 5 minutes without checking your phone. Action step, start using the 5-minute lock-in technique. Pick one task. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Tell yourself, for the next 5 minutes, nothing else exists but this task. If you get distracted, reset the timer. It's not about the task itself. It's about training your brain to stay locked in. The more reps you do, the stronger your focus becomes. The high ROI skill most people ignore. Fast forward to 2035. What do you think will be the most valuable skill in the world? Coding? Data analysis? Marketing? Nope. It's going to be deep, unbreakable focus. Why? Because as the world gets noisier, more chaotic, and more distracting, the ability to lock in and go deep will become a superpower. While everyone else is drowning in distractions, you'll be building skills, creating work that matters, and making progress. While others are scrolling through endless feeds, you'll be immersed in flow states, solving problems, executing ideas. Imagine being able to focus so hard that time disappears. Imagine sitting down to work and getting more done in 2 hours than most people do in 2 days. That's not magic, that's trained focus. And it starts with a simple exercise. Prime your mind for deep focus. You wake up in the morning with a clear mind. But most people waste that first hour on social media, emails, or mindless scrolling. By the time they sit down to work, their mind is already cluttered and chaotic. Instead, try this. For the first 90 minutes after you wake up, go into monk mode. No phone, no talking, no consuming content. Pick one high-impact task, the most important thing you need to do that day. Work on it without distractions for 90 minutes. Set a timer. Go all in. This isn't just a productivity hack. It's a mindset shift. You're telling your brain, this is the only thing that matters right now. And over time, that clarity will become your default state. Collapse your focus to a single point. Ever notice how athletes can get into a flow state where the crowd disappears and it's just them and the game? That's tunnel vision, and you can train it. Here's how. Sit down with a single object, a pen, a candle, a dot on the wall. Focus on it for 5 minutes straight. If your mind wanders, bring it back, again and again. This isn't just a meditation exercise. It's neural training, conditioning your mind to ignore noise and lock onto a single target. And once you can do it with a simple object, you can apply it to any task, any goal, any project. Focus is not a skill. It's a weapon. Focus isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, but better. It's about going so deep into one task that everything else disappears. Stop chasing quick dopamine hits. Start training for deep focus sessions. Stop letting your mind wander. Teach it to lock in like a laser beam. Stop being reactive to every ping and notification. Create a distraction-proof environment. Your brain is a muscle, and the more you train it to focus, the stronger it gets. So start small, 5 minutes a day, then 10, then 30. Because the ability to focus isn't just a skill. It's the key to turning your mind into a superpower. If this video made you rethink how you spend your time, hit subscribe. We're building a blueprint for superhuman focus, deep work, and unbreakable concentration.